Motorhead Garage, the program that each week introduces you to and shows you how to install the latest in exciting and innovative products for your vehicle. Motorhead Garage is presented by NHOU Protective Coatings. Now here's your host, Dave Dobson.
This is Motorhead Garage presented by NHOU Protective Coatings, and this is one of my favorite vehicles. It's a 1956 Chevrolet. And folks that have classic cars like this love to keep them looking original. That's just what the owner has done here. The secret is he's got new suspension in the front and the rear, and he's got 500 horses under the hood. But interior-wise, he wants it to look authentic. This is the original dash. And a lot of folks, when they get a classic vehicle, remember why radio used to stink back in the 1950s. It was an AM radio, the sound wasn't very good, and they want the creature comforts when they redo their car, and they want to cruise around in it all day long. And that is where Custom Autosound comes in. Custom Autosound's not just some fly-by-night company. They've been around since 1977, bringing you custom sound and classic style. And if you look on their website, you put in your make and model, and you will find just about any vehicle under the sun. And of course, there are some universal applications as well. Everything will look period correct, and they're going to look great in your vehicle. In installation, super simple. Custom Autosound has 400 different applications for the radios. Here you can see 1956 Chevy. It's going to fit just perfectly in the dash, but it's going to look great too because this faceplate is going to match the original dash to a T. But first things first, let's talk about actually putting this thing in here. Now, the great thing about Custom Autosound is the color coding. You see here the white wire goes to the white wire, green to green, and so forth. You just use the pinch connectors that they've included in the kit and connect the wiring harness to the old wires that are already in the dash. Same thing here on the other harness coming from the battery, connecting the same colored wires to the harness, and that is going to snap in the back of the radio unit. And by the way, getting to the radio, not that hard in this. To take out the old one, just remove the glove compartment. We took out 3 screws, and that enables us to get to the back. And you look on the back, everything is color coded here. This is for a subwoofer. The owners decided not to use that in this case. We also have one for your Bluetooth connection, and anything if you want to run your iPod or your MP3 player off of it, you can do that as well. And we have an antenna connection in the back, and they're all clearly labeled, just like everything else is color coded. Those 2 wiring harnesses are going to snap into the back of the unit here, one into the top, like that, and one into the bottom. And they only fit in one spot. You can't mix those up. I already tried it, trust me. And we have 2 ground wires here. They connect on the post here on the back. Simple clips that go onto the post. I do those finger tight and those should stay on. All right, we got the ground wires run down there. Before we place it here, we're gonna put in this, I guess you'd call it a bezel over the front. Even got a rubber seal there to fit nice and tight and make sure we don't get any vibration. Run that up through. Man, look at that. That thing looks like the original dash, and it fits it just perfectly. Every vehicle's different, of course, so Custom Autosound gives you a bunch of washers you can use to make sure it fits your car perfectly. I'll go with the right side here first, and a couple of washers. Push it up a little bit farther to get it to bite on the nut. Now it's on there pretty well, but I'm going to get a deep well socket and just turn it on finger tight to make sure everything is seated correctly. Do that on both sides and run it down. And the next thing is the knobs, and Custom Autosound goes the extra mile with those 2. Everything looks period correct. Of course, this bezel just, really matches this 56 perfectly, and you'll find that with all the makes and models, all 400 different applications they have at customautosound.com. And we'll place the bottom part on the knob here, and it slides right on. Of course, it's the 50s. You need lots of chrome, and this thing looks perfect. It's going to sound great. You'll be able to listen to all your music from the 50s up to the current day as you cruise along in your daily driver. Man, this thing's going to look great. It's going to sound great. Thanks to customautosound.com. Go to their website and see what they can do for your vehicle. We'll be right back with more Motorhead Garage presented by NHOU Protective Coatings, so do not go anywhere.